And we're back. Welcome to another episode of Where's My Anime? We're live on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch.
And whatever platform you're on, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
As always, I'm your boy Jay Sama.
And I'm Dap. And let's get into it on another episode of Where's My Anime?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Back like we never left.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Where's My Anime? We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, X tonight. What's going on, Dap? What's going on? Chris Fry, the manga guy.
Nothing much, Jay Sama. What's going on with you? How you feeling tonight?
Hey, man, you know, same old, same old. Another night of anime, man. So it's all good.
Hear you on that. Oh, wait, you said another good night of anime?
I mean, it's another good night of talking about anime. I don't know
Oh, okay.
as far as it's been some fire episodes and nothing like that, but yeah, man, just glad to be here again.
That is facts.
What about you, Fry? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back, and of course, I can't wait to talk about some of these episodes, mainly because I got some things to say.
That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about, man. But so before we get into it tonight, are you guys watching any animes on the side that y'all want to, possibly put out there that you've been enjoying or something?
Not for myself, no, not yet. I've been too consumed by other shit to get off anything other than what's on the list.
I have been watching The Reign of Seven Blades, which I told you guys a little bit about. But anybody out there, if you see it, only watch it if you have nothing else to watch, because it's not that great. At least so far. I'm only like 6 episodes in. It's a little meh, but basically it's a revenge story so far, which I know some people can find intriguing, but other than that, yeah, it's kind of mid. so far.
All right, Black Love by Design. What's going on? Good evening, guys. Appreciate you.
Top of the morning.
Appreciate you for dropping in like that. Okay, yeah. So I'm watching Tagonia. It's pretty good so far. I mean, it's okay. It's okay so far. The animation could be a lot better, but it's pretty good. Like, it gives you like that old school animation vibe to it. But the story is good. It's just that it lacks good fighting scenes, and it's kind of mid when it comes to that. But I mean, other than that, man, the story is pretty intriguing. I'm gonna keep up with it until it's over with. This is the first season from what's on Crunchyroll, so I'm gonna roll with it, man. I'm gonna roll with it until they finish up, and then I'll give like a little review about that. But yeah, man. Without further ado, if y'all want to go ahead and get into it, we can get into it.
Let's get into it, man. Let's get it over.
All right. So up first, we got My Hero Academia Vigilante Season 1, Episode 10 event announcement. This is another entry in the Vigilante series for My Hero. How y'all feeling about this episode?
Isn't My Hero coming back next month? The main series?
I thought that was going to be happening in October. I know it's not next month.
October? That'd be some good way. Also, I was about to say, okay, can we do a show of hands of when the main series come out, the Vigilante's still going, we can stop watching this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to drop this whenever the fuck we can, honestly.
I'm basically right there with you guys on it. I will say, though, at least this episode did give us something that makes it a little intriguing, as I was saying before. More often than not, every episode has felt like filler, but this one gave us something where, like, the bee chick, whatever her name is, I'm not going to remember their names, is one way more fucked up than I ever thought she was going to be. For a My Hero villain, like, don't get me wrong, All for One is pretty fucked up in the head or whatever. But
Yeah.
this chick is like turning people into fucking mummies in their houses and turning people into drones and shit. Like she's fucked up. Like simple as that. But like at least we have a reason for why Knuckle Duster is doing his thing now. So I don't know. It's hit or miss throughout the episode. There's some intriguing parts, but then you still get the little bit of filler stuff where we're dealing with an idol show for some reason that does not feel like something we need to be dealing with. I get that Pop Step is, a main character and her thing is she wants to be an idol or whatever, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like what was that, man? Like the whole episode, you got Pop Star and Crawler just talking about a fucking event that they trying to plan. Like that's what they were doing for the whole episode, dog. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
Like the only way I can see it being important is in the next episode we see the B chick or Knuckle Duster use them during the event and turn that into like a big old scrap.
Oh, that's 100% the foreshadowing. They're that B chick's attacking that big event or whatever. There's
Well,
no way
first
it's not.
First we got to see. That's like the only good thing we got in this. Well, not the only. That's probably like the third good thing we got out of this episode. Like it ends with Knuckle Duster seeing old girl on the street, and he's like target sighted, and then cut credits. So we already know we're gonna get engagement out of them, but they haven't started doing the event yet, which is weird because like the title of this episode does not match up with really anything that went on in this episode. At least what was it? Yeah. No, it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, it does. They announced the event. The event is Pop Steps thing. That's the whole point.
but they never announced. They never announced the event though.
Yeah, they do. That's the whole point of like the Captain Celebrity thing. Like they don't, like the main characters don't, but they get people to do it in the background. Like that's what the Coda thing did.
So trash, man.
Oh, yes, so it is. Like I'm not arguing that fact.
What's going on, DL Palmer? I'm eating. Good to see y'all. Good to see you too. Appreciate you for tapping in. Yeah,
as always.
Isn't it?
Hey, Doubt just be saying crazy stuff sometimes. But yeah, man, like this whole episode, pretty much everything in the middle of it was filler. You got the beginning and you got the end, and that's about all that Vigilante is giving us right now. They're just giving us like little peaks, man, of what we want this show to be, right? And I feel like they're just doing a slow job as far as escalating everything too. Like we're 10 episodes in now, man. Like hurry the fuck up, man. Let's go ahead and get it in.
Pacing's terrible. Yeah.
I mean, let's what y'all feel about seeing another kaiju monster in this franchise that we've never seen in the main series?
My Hero has a crap ton of kaijus anyways, so it's just kind of their thing at this point.
I mean, but they're usually people's quirks though. Like I can't think of anybody. I can't think of a thing that happened where it was like an actual creature that was a kaiju that went and attacked something.
I don't know, man. We never got anybody to talk about the trigger either in My Hero.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
I mean, I guess that'd be not the foreshadow. This will be the prelude to that. Sadly.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't think they ever really mentioned it or anything. Which don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess you could say, "Oh, it gets cleared up," but you think it would have been mentioned at some point. But I don't know.
It's like all over again.
And also too, man, let's not forget, like they got these grown ass middle schoolers looking like grown ass men out there. Did you see that this episode when they popped up when Captain Celebrity came out and they were in those black uniforms? Like those are middle schoolers.
His entourage or whatever.
Those are middle schoolers, bro. And they look like grown ass men out there. like what the fuck?
I don't know if I like the aspect for this series. Like, I can see that for like My Hero Academia. For like, but for this series, I don't see what's the point of bringing in so many like school graders or grade schoolers into the mix like this. It doesn't
Right.
really fit in.
I mean, really, the whole point of the entourage right now is just to show, is just for you to learn more about Captain Celebrity. Why anyone wants to learn anything about Captain Celebrity, I don't know, but that's all. It's just world building essentially, but it's world building that honestly, me as an audience member does not give a shit about.
Don't give a fuck about it.
Like, I
second
don't care that Captain Celebrity has issues with his wife. I don't care. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like Captain Celebrity should have been Stars and Stripes. Now, if Captain List Celebrity with Stars and Stripes, with her
Oh,
shit that she had going on, that would have been so much better.
yeah.
So much
Yeah,
better.
yo,
Heck,
and it
honestly,
would have been dope. That would have been
instead of
dope.
Yeah.
Vigilantes being in Japan, it would have been interesting to do this in America and dealing
That's
with
another
like
good
the
point.
American system.
Ooh.
One,
Yeah.
expanding on the lore, and like we don't really know much about how America quirks work besides Stars and Stripes.
Yeah.
And so you would have been able to play with a bunch of different characters, and it just
Wasn't All Might's mentor from America too? I thought she was from America too.
no, she's from Japan, isn't she?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't remember her mentioning that.
Yeah.
But still, though, like we don't know about any other American heroes though. So the point of having it in a different location, it could have been a different location other than America too. And
Yeah,
I would have been intrigued by that as well, just to see how their hero system works, right? Because Stars and Stripes, she kind of seemed like she was at the top of the military system, right? So like, I would like to see like how their structure goes. Like, is it a hero based like academy, and then you get your hero card, or is it all under the military at this point?
With how Japan thinks of America anyways, that could have been a neat play to see, where it would have been like, they know the military is a big deal for us over here, so they could have made it where we had a completely different system than they did, and that would have been fun to play with. That would have been neat world building. But instead, we're in Japan, one neighborhood of Japan, by the way, still one neighborhood, and I don't know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I just don't get like what they're trying to really do, to be honest.
Yeah.
They shitting on my dreams. I will say that. I was so hoping that when Knuckle Duster was looking at his wife, I was like, "Here it goes, it's Midoriya's mom." Nope, it just
I told you that. Told you, man. I knew that wasn't gonna be the case, man. Hey, that's been saying that the whole time this fucking show came on, man. Like,
that Knuckle is supposed to be Midoriya's dad.
Yeah.
We never seen his dad at all. We don't hear about him. We don't see no clues about him. Like, this would have been a perfect time to show who's Midoriya's dad. Maybe he has an important tie to why he's able to balance All for One or something like that. I don't know. Or One for All, sorry.
It's gonna be Crawler, dude. It's gonna be Crawler, bro. Crawler gonna be his daddy.
He is described as having a fire-breathing quirk and working abroad.
His dad?
Yes.
His dad has a fire-breathing quirk.
Yes.
Endeavor.
and while he has been mentioned, he has never appeared in this story, of course.
That'd be wild. That would be fucking wild if his dad was fucking Endeavor.
Endeavor was out here cooking.
Holy crap. Apparently there's a theory that All for One is his father.
I mean, his face is messed up like it's burnt. I mean,
I'm just saying. I'm just doing a quick Google search.
That would suck ass though, Max. I can see that happening. So like, Shigarami already sees like One for All as his dad, so he looks at Midoriya. He's like, "We're brothers," and then that's how they squash their beef type shit. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Power of brothership.
For real. They hug it out, both All for One and One for All combined and blow up in the sky, getting rid of all quarks in the world, and then all goes back to normal. Nah, that'd be some ass. Let's get away from that one.
I mean, how you just described it, I think would be some ass. But I don't. I don't
It
think
would.
that. I don't think that All for One being Midoriya's dad would be ass. So I don't think that would be such a bad thing to happen. Now, how you illustrated everything else to happen, that
That's
would definitely be
yeah.
a bag of ass.
That's a terrible way to
Hey,
do that.
hey,
It
that's how
would be a
anime be
weird
sometimes, man.
twist, but it just wouldn't make any sense to me. It would feel like a forced twist, in
You
my
know.
opinion. But
That'd be terrible. That'd be worse than goddamn Soul Eaters ending.
should say worser.
I think it'll be get worser. We making up words over here. The worsterish. It'll be the worsterish than damn Attack on Titans ending. Like it wouldn't be up
Oh
there,
no
man.
no 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 no
It
no
wouldn't be
no
up there.
no
You think
no
that
no
wouldn't
no
be
no no.
worsterish?
No. The Attack on Titans ending?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
If Shigarami and Midoriya hug it out and they're like all for one's daddy and all cores disappear on the planet, that wouldn't be.
Okay. All right. Look. If we have time at the end of this podcast, we will be talking about what would be worse than Attack on Titans ending, because I have some strong feelings about Attack on Titan.
You guys didn't like Attack on Titan's ending?
Fuck no,
Yeah,
man.
I like
Fuck no, dog.
I like it.
he needs to look at the bigger picture, but we'll come back to that though. We'll definitely come back to that.
Come back to that. So for this episode here, man, I'm gonna give it a 5, man. It was just a bag of mid grade. Like this is all this episode is, like just mid. You got filler, and then we got some revealing stuff in the beginning, and then the end, kind of draws the viewers back into it. Like, oh, next episode is gonna be good. Finally, Knuckle Duster's gonna engage with the bee lady, and that's what all you got, man.
I ain't even trying to see that.
For me, I give it like a 6.5. That's mine.
Okay.
Like as I told you guys, like for me, at least it didn't feel like the whole episode was filler. Like we get some intriguing moments, we get some fucked up moments, with the bees and all that shit. So at least there was something.
Yeah.
I can appreciate them doing the backstory for old girl and Knuckle Duster. I just don't like how it ends up. Like knowing how that episode ended, Knuckle Duster finally seeing B girl after hunting her down, and then I definitely want to see how it's gonna play out once Kochi and Popstar find out that they were just used as pawns to kind of draw out B lady. Once they find that out, I'm curious how their relationship's gonna be, which for sure will be fucking fine because it's the way it's been going so far. But I'm not looking forward to seeing Knuckle Duster giving a teenage girl a punch to the face. Like, I'm just not.
I don't think he's going to attack her. I think he's just going to follow her.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. We'll definitely see. All I know, she'll turn into a lizard too and be fucking 7 feet tall and destroy the city. Ain't no telling, man. But I give this episode. I'm gonna give it a 4. To be honest with you, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Fair enough. Any final comments on this episode before we move on, guys?
Next,
do better, damn it.
Do way better, man.
Yes.
Yeah. This is starting to become it's starting to become a hard watch, man. It's starting to become a hard watch. You know what I'm saying? And that's not where you want to be at.
Yeah.
Yes. It is a choice.
All right, moving on, guys. We got To Be Hero X Season 1 Episode 10, The Truth Behind Luck. This was an interesting episode. Kind of like that, that last chapter episode that To Be Hero X likes to do. I enjoyed it. I know that you got other opinions on that, but I enjoyed this episode, man. I think it was a fitting closing episode for Sion's chapter in this, in this series. What did you guys think about it? You can go first, Chris.
I got a bunch of issues with it. I think the pacing was horrible in this episode. It felt rushed. Like when the episode ended, yes. When the episode ended, I was like, didn't it just start? Like I thought I was like 10 minutes in. Like I was like, what the heck is going on? I don't feel like there's very much explanation in this one. So there's a
No
lot of
explanation?
like just kind of confusing information that you get. I really don't understand like what happened to the orphanage, to be all honest.
What do you mean?
It was
Like,
kind of mixed.
it was supposed to be like a fear event, but it wasn't.
Yes.
Like it didn't feel like fear. It felt like anger and rage. Like
Yes.
everybody was always like, it's her fault. Without her, this wouldn't have happened. That's not fear. That's anger.
Exactly.
Yes.
So like that was, and it wasn't like it was and it feels like it wasn't like singular. I don't know if that's because of the way Scion's powers work, where hers isn't like, something she just like blasts out or anything. It's more like that whole luck thing. So maybe that's why instead of it being like a singular person got all the energy or power, it became kind of like an affection or whatever for that whole city or district, I think they called it actually.
Yeah.
But I still feel like the pacing was way too fast. But there are a lot of really good moments in it too. So I did like some stuff. One, I love finding out like what was on the flash drive. I love seeing that the only reason Scion survived was because the whole plane basically just prayed that she would survive. That was awesome. It was very cute. It was very just a good hearted moment.
He been saying cute about TBRLX for a while now.
It can't.
I mean, I just don't see what's cute about praying to a baby to hope it survives a plane crash. I would say that's cute.
I don't know. Whatever. Maybe the wrong word. But my point is, though, is at like besides the good moments, it just felt too rushed everywhere else. For me, at least.
No, space.
Yeah.
That's fast.
So this is actually probably one of the lowest rating 2B heroes.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay. Look. Before we go to you, Dap, what were some of the things you didn't like about it?
I think the pacing's too fast.
Okay.
Because it doesn't feel like there's like it jumps really quick. It's like, oh, she gets out of the show, and then it jumps over to talking to people. Oh, I can tell them the truth, and then suddenly she's at the orphanage and she's attacking. It like it was confusing and rushed, is what it felt like. There wasn't any like stop and thinking or like trying to like understand the situation or I don't know how to phrase it. But to me, it felt like the whole episode was rushed. And then another thing for me is like the fear event didn't feel like a fear event. It felt like an anger event.
Yeah.
So that was more confusing with how that energy or power or whatever works. And then just like I don't know, like it's those are the two main things. Those were my two biggest harps. I'll just stop there because those are my two biggest ones, and I'll let Dap keep going.
Yeah, what do you think, Dap?
Yeah, I'm basically picking up what you put down because like the pacing was shit, and I do hate that. And this is just personal thing. I do hate that it's the female character in this episode where I'm like, yeah, this is the worst one out of the whole series so far. Like, I hate that it had to come down to the first female character to come out like that. Like the pacing is god awful, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, once she gets back to the orphanage and she runs into the dean, like that fight to me should have been one of them episodes that lasted to the end of the episode, or at least towards like the last of the 5 minutes, and then it goes into like her having a quick little back and forth with Lua, and then they cuts off right there, and then they pick up with Lua, and then there's actually a back and forth between Lua and Cheyenne, but like it just crushed what easily should have been 2 episodes all into one. And I wouldn't say I think they used a terrible word by saying that it's called fear, because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't like anger basically one of the driving points for I'm sorry, I can't remember was it Lin Ling?
Oh,
Mr. Knight.
Palmer?
Yeah. Wasn't that basically his boss's trigger for getting fear?
anger was in there, of course, because he was angry
Yeah.
that his business was going under. But the biggest worry was that, oh, my business is going under. I'm going to be broke. I'm going to be poor. All this type of stuff. And then what overcharged him was the fear of being fired that he sent to his employees. That was the email or whatever he was supposed to have sent out.
Yeah. He did start shooting like emails as a text.
Yeah.
And
It was
then,
ridiculous, man.
So I mean
it was dope though. It was a dope moment. But and then the second time we see fear introduced, I don't think that was shown as fear either. With enlightenment, I don't think his was necessarily fear. I feel like his was kind of like resentment or some shit towards Nice that he wasn't able to expose him as who he was supposed to be.
Well, I think it was
Stuff like
more
that.
the fear of like he puts the fear in people, and that's what gives him the power. Because he puts the fear of exposing the hero, their flaws or whatever, to their audience. I think that was supposed to be his thing more than anything, because he could find their weaknesses, which didn't make sense why he could find their weaknesses by just looking at them. But apparently he could find their weaknesses that then he could show to his audience and make it where they, they lose trust.
Yeah.
And that's,
So basically, he lost fear. He had fear from getting exposed for not being able to properly expose heroes.
Or something. Or well, not for him. Like that was what was weird with his compared to the other guy. Was that guy at least had fear for himself, but for Godeye, his fear seemed to come from what the heroes felt about their trust people feeling, them losing trust in them. That's the fear he fed on.
Well, wasn't fear also used with the guy who couldn't take a shit, the guy who couldn't bend his legs?
He didn't have any fear.
You said what?
He didn't have any fear.
No, not him. The girl, the girl who was trying to,
She didn't have anything.
who was portrayed as the villain in that episode.
She didn't have anything.
It wasn't about fear for her. It was more about changing the perspective of his audience.
Yeah.
So, like, they were all about him being firm and he couldn't, ever bend. Yeah. And so she was trying to change the perspective.
Yeah. She was just more sad that he wasn't able to be vulnerable. That was basically her thing. He wasn't able to actually live a life that he would want to live. And she's seen what, he went through to get there in the first place. So it was just kind of her feeling sorry and didn't like the position that.
Yeah. I mean, I look, I understand that, I get that, but what I'm saying is that, like, for her to have that type of engagement on this show, like, it's just another factor of what can happen to somebody, when their feelings are involved, whether it's fear or not. That's what I'm saying. Like, they introduced that. And they had her, being portrayed as a certain person, but it was all because she, had the resentment that the world didn't see him as, the hero that she saw when she saved him in the beginning. That's all I'm saying. Like, they're throwing different components at us, and then also, trying to use fear. But just like in this episode, it really wasn't a fear component. But we got them here. Like we got them to say that. We're not the only ones who are investigating the fear factor, right? If y'all remember that from the hero agency. So it's like, they're just throwing different components at us that, some people can, have these strong, deep feelings about one issue, and it can potentially turn them into something else, whether it's fear or not.
I guess you could say it's kind of like if the storm's coming, like once, a couple people know about it, like it starts to worry everybody in that area, and it becomes like an area effect. Maybe it could have been something like that. Because we already knew that Cheyenne was giving out, her luck and stuff, and then once she stopped, that would start a ripple across the nation. But what, she's not giving out blessings anymore? What's going to happen to us? Because in a way, that's kind of where it stems from. Because everybody looked at her like, hey, the shit that we're going through right now is your fault. We don't like you anymore. So I guess you could say it like that.
They definitely try to make it seem like the fear aspect on there is more about like what happens when good luck goes to your neighbor but doesn't go to you. So people started blaming her like, oh, my friend got a promotion. That's the reason I got fired. So
Right,
that's, and I don't know. It's a little weird. Like it's I guess we'll learn more as it goes on, but
yeah. It's a fine line.
yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, I can. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say just if I look at it from that way, people are not getting blessings anymore, and that rippling throughout the community, and people having resentment and fear for not being able to get more blessings, and people not getting blessings. Like I can see that turning into fear. It doesn't make the best of sense, but I guess when you look at it like that, it does make sense.
Yeah.
I think it just more bothered me because like whenever they showed the moment of like all the corrupted people, it was always this is your fault. Like if it wasn't for you, like that one lady from the orphanage, she's like, if it wasn't for you, my husband wouldn't have divorced me. Like there was always very anger based than fear based, in my opinion. But
I mean,
at the end of the day, I mean, you could have said that the anger came from their fear first too. So
yeah, it's a very fine line, man.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the fear came first, and they're just saying like, "Hey, because this happened, and they had fear during that moment turned into." I mean, granted, that's big and deep to get an explanation out of it, but I think it kind of works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to go off what
too fast paced though.
Oh yeah, super fast. On purpose.
Yeah, so my thoughts about this episode, man. I actually didn't mind the pacing. In fact, I was just like, oh yeah, like we about to get into the shit. Like, all right, this is what's happening because her trust value started going down in the beginning, and they were coming up with ways like, okay, well, we can do this, we can do that, and then we started seeing like how, firm the fucking I guess the hero manager or whatever at her firm is. Like, we got to see like him just like kind of giving her like ultimatums, like, no, you will do this. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, when her trust value was going down and stuff, and it was kind of like in that crisis management mode, and he was just like, I don't give a fuck about the truth. We will do that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like that that interaction, and then the interaction when she was gonna go back to the orphanage and get the flash drive and shit, bro. If she was on the skates, man, and she used her fucking guitar as an arrow, or as a bow and arrow, bro, I was like, yo, all right, cool, like we getting some action and shit. I didn't mind like how they put that in there. I didn't mind the fight with the dean of the orphanage either, man. Like, it was dope. Like, he wasn't. We already had discussed he wasn't gonna be like the person that was causing all this shit to happen anyway, right? Like, we already knew that, so I wasn't disappointed when it wasn't a a monumental fight. Like, I was like, oh yeah, just go ahead and get his ass out the way so she can go see what's his name on that,
like Lou or something like that.
I think,
yeah,
Lou or something.
Lou. Yeah, like, let's go ahead and get this motherfucker out the way so she can go, handle this shit with Lou. And I kind of like their interaction, man. And it also made sense when they revealed that the dean actually told him, like, Sion was the only one that survived, on that plane when that your parents were on. So I like that whole explanation. I like how, he kind of went to the dark side after that. And then I also like too, man, like he didn't hold that resentment when he heard what was on the flash drive, and I thought that was pretty dope, like how they did that. So for me, was it fast paced? Yeah, but it just didn't bother me that much. I feel like the contents of the episode weighed a lot more, in my opinion, than the pacing. But yeah, man. I mean, shit. Another hero chapter in the books to be Hero X, man. I'm just waiting, and I'm hoping that we don't have to wait a whole fucking season for them to actually like put this whole timeline together. Because do you guys think that they're going further back? Like, do you think they're going further back in time with every episode?
They are, because when they talked about the fear, they said this was our first big encounter with fear, and we're sitting there investigating and trying to figure out what fear is. So yeah, they definitely went further back in time.
Yeah, it's definitely, they're jumping back, and so like it'll start off pretty far back, and then by the end, it seems like they're different in timelines, but they're definitely closer. So like with Nice and Esol, it seems like there's maybe just like a year or 2 years between the ends between each of those episodes, or each of those chapters, I should say, or at least that's what I think I got. Now I'm not sure with Scion though. I'm not sure where she's at timeline wise, because it didn't say with hers, at least on that final episode, the whole so many years after commission. Because the Isol and the nice ones, that's what they would have in the bottom left, usually at like the beginning or the end of the episode. Like so many years after commission, and that's how I was trying to get the timeline, I guess.
Yes. So my question is though, like, do you think that, as it is currently, do you think that nice episode? Do you think that's the closest to like present time, or do you think Scion is closest to the present?
I would say nice.
It's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We all in agreement here. We all in agreement here.
Oh, by the way, I went back. It was Isol who fucking killed Moon. 100%.
Nah, bro.
Yes, it
was. Man.
100%. You go watch that episode.
Viewers, I'm sorry. Hey, let's get him off the stage, bro. He read the Dawa, bro. We can't be doing this.
No, I went back. That was 100% his. Like, and I think it's the same suit that he has at the end of the Isol series or the Isol chapter.
Damn.
Yeah, man, and that was my final thought. I hope that we're able to see them put everything together before fucking season 2, right? Like, just have like that cohesion of like, this is how everything is like kind of linked together, or see all the heroes at one time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you know
what the next one is. I want to know who the next hero is. I'm thinking it's going to be Queen.
You already know the names? How do you know the name? Oh, wait. Is that the purple chick from the picture?
No, she was in this episode. The hero that Scion talks to. She's like, oh, hi, Queen.
Yeah.
Her title was Queen. And
she walks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when they were like in crisis management mode with her trust value going down, Queen was one of the heroes that like walked in and she was just like, oh my god, you know, she was kind of starstruck. And I can't remember exactly what Queen was telling her, but I think it was, she said, you inspired me to come back or something like that. She said to Scion.
She said something like Scion somehow helped her, like with her recovery, I think it was. So I'm betting, or I'm not betting, but I'm right now, the foreshadowing I'm seeing is most likely Queen's next, and we'll probably see how she gets hurt in her chapter. And maybe that will be where it ends or something, and then we know she gets better because of Scion's chapter. Who knows?
Yeah. I wish they would do more of something that's like linked together like that. Like it's like one event that's happened in this series happens in the other series, and it kind of just chains it all together. Like I wish they did do that though.
I feel like it's definitely gonna we're gonna see everything kind of like link up.
I can't wait to see it too, man. So, I think it's gonna be beautiful.
I feel like Nice is probably the closest because you actually see Isol in there. The only question about the Isol thing is, Isol so far is the only one.
You also see Scion. She's got billboards in the background all throughout Nice's.
I mean, that makes sense though, because Scion was a hero before Nice came into the picture. Well, the Nice that we know came into the picture, so that makes sense. She would be the first one out of so far all the heroes we've seen. So in order, Scion's first hero, Isol second hero, then Nice. But to go back to that Isol shooting Nice, Isol the only hero that we've seen have like multiple people playing as him. So I mean, what's the chances that it's not somebody cosplaying or somebody that the Isol we know now doesn't have dressed up and just going around doing shit?
Well, one, it was the exact same outfit.
That doesn't matter.
Totally matters. And two, it like, I don't know. But I'm saying it's Isol. It's the Isol from the second chapter.
To support Dap's point, though, Isol has a lot of moves at his disposal. So to use a gun, right? That could be.
Gun. I didn't send a gun.
Yeah, she.
You hear the sound and everything. Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
he shoots like lightning,
Lightning.
I mean, yeah.
but
That's in Kentucky,
like
bro.
because like so at the end when you get to see Esol, oh, you know what? I'm gonna find a picture of this.
Yeah.
But like there you see him with his arms out and that pose, and you get to see the gold that he had at the end in his costume. That's the reason I know it's Esol. It's the same blue gold outfit that he had at the end. And there's no gun, but he has his hand out. And remember that, like, at this point, he would have all the backing that the previous Esol had.
Yep.
And the previous Esol can control flying metal fragments. Who says he can't just use that like a fucking railgun and shoot a metal fragment through your skull?
I mean that's perfectly true, but like I think how it was presented, like it was being used with a gun. But
I'm just saying, you two go back, and then you'll see that I am right and always right.
All right, yeah, for sure. We'll get back to that. I'm gonna come with some new evidence for you, Fry. But yeah, man. So let's go ahead and wrap this episode up. Do you think? I mean, well, what ratings do you give this episode?
It's going to be a 4 again, man. Because another thing that shows like the pacing. Yeah, man, the show.
Fucking
bro, the pacing, bro. Like the pacing is heavy. Like when you look at certain stuff, like the pacing is pretty heavy. She had no combat experience. Like she just got this fucking guitar bow thing, and now she's running down the street already.
Well,
no,
bro,
no combat experience.
Like a luck barrier with aerosol.
No, not talking about around Dean. Not talking about around Dean. I understood that. I'm talking when she's zipping through the city and she's in there just shooting people in the neck and all this kind of shit. Like, this is crazy. But like, I mean,
the city at the speed of light.
You don't know what that's from.
We had some form of training.
Yeah, she has no combat training. Like she legit got all this shit.
No,
she just wanted to go to the.
Said something about her having like a quick, like I don't remember. I don't want to say.
They talked about it. They did talk about it, but I don't know if she actually going through it.
Like a quick training session or something. I don't remember.
But that gives it a 4 though.
They were jumping
I don't
around
like the pacing, bro.
so much. The pacing, it is horrible.
The pacing's horrible,
around so much that she could have gotten her combat training during that jumping around.
And that doesn't make it no better. It sadly doesn't make it any better. This should have been 2 episodes at best.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but
it's not a
insane. That's insane.
I'm doing it for it, man.
Hey, everybody that's out there watching it, please put in the comment box to be Hero X, man. Let me know what you're gonna rate this episode as. If y'all agree with that, let me know, man, because I think a 4 is egregious. I'm just saying.
Hey, I mean, I love everything else. This episode is just, and I'm gonna be even more disappointed if they start making this the norm. This is why you gotta say this shit now. If they're listening now, then that means they're not gonna do this shit later. If people just fucking rank this episode a 5 or 1 out of 5 out of 5, then they're gonna keep doing these fucking quick short ass episodes that are crammed and we're missing all the details. Like this shit should have been like the Night series. The Night series so far is the only series out of this whole thing that's been pretty laid out and in detail as it went out. Eso's was kind of cut short and it was missing some details, and now we got even shorter with the science. Like we can't keep going shorter and shorter. Like that's not it.
I think Eso was fine. Nice, I think.
Yeah, Eso was
honestly,
cool.
I think Nice could have been cut.
It was, but like what I'm talking about, like the cutoff was like the big boss battle between the original Eso and new Eso. Like they cut that out.
I mean,
I think that was a point to that. Like that was a point. There was a reason.
That was a major bummer.
Come back to it. Yeah, if they come back to it later on in the future, I'll give them huge kudos. But sadly, I'm not gonna go back and change what I rated it just because I wasn't privy to the information as I shouldn't be. But I mean, it is what it is, man.
Dab's opinion is terrible.
This is what I be trying to tell you, Chris. This is what I be trying to tell you, man. This is what the fuck I be having to work with.
I give it, for me, I do knock points because of the pacing, but I give it a 7.
Okay,
Like
fair
But-
below
enough.
7, almost
Okay.
into a 6, to be honest. Because like it's that pacing was terrible in my opinion.
It is
Y'all
terrible.
boys hate y'all hate
Uh,
that pacing, man.
I'm
That's
not
crazy.
giving this
I
shit
don't like.
a participation
I
trophy.
do say,
for it.
honestly, if it had been 2 episodes instead of 1, it would have been significantly better, in my
Oh,
opinion.
definitely. Oh, definitely.
Hey,
But
Dap.
that's a.
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
Well, I was just saying, but that's. I mean, it's just my opinion. Dap's horrible opinion, but it's still just my opinion.
I ain't giving out no participation trophies. No. No.
Dap, what
Should
did
have
you
did
give
better.
what did you give My Hero, man? What
Four.
rating did you give My Hero? A
But
4.
we're
So
going
you
full
did.
strong.
It is
So,
not.
If we go full one more time, we're gonna win the lotto, man. We're gonna win the big prize.
hey, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
I know you
I'm
guys.
starting to understand Jay a lot more.
Thank you, man. So
Man,
you
what JP
guys
on
give
the
it. Know what the hell JP doing, man? So you guys criticize the pacing. I get it, man. But for me, this episode is pretty good. Like, I mean, I'm giving it a strong 8, man. I like this episode. I like the components of it. I like the story. Yeah, we're giving it a strong 8, man. Y'all put in the chat, man. Y'all put in the chat. Let us know if y'all agree with that or disagree with that, man.
Hey, just remember this right now. When episode 11 is shitty, remember who voted that shit up so we can keep getting the same formula. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Wasn't that
I
bad?
want greatness.
Any closing remarks or comments?
Just support.
I would say it is not. I honestly, I just want to. I can't wait to see who our next hero is.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
Yep.
leaning towards it's probably going to be Queen, but I'm hoping that we get like. I want to know who that dude with the hair that's slicked back in the opening song is. I want to know if he's a hero or not.
You talking like the last one they showed in the opening?
Yeah, he's got like really slick back hair. He flips the coin every opening or whatever. Like I'm very interested in who he is. I don't know why, but something about his character design just makes me go, I want to know who that is.
Yeah. And you know what? I want to see after they, get all these heroes together. Like, I want to see what it means to actually be Hero X, right? Like, that's the name of the fucking title. Like, I want to get to the point where we're trying to see, like, how the heroes are gonna be Hero X.
Well, I want to know, is Hero X just Hero 10? So is it just
Well,
a person in the 10th slot? Or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was the first.
See, that's
Right?
what I don't know, because Scion's number 7 at the end of her episode.
Yeah.
I don't remember where Esol ended, and I don't.
I think it was
remember
8.
actually. I think didn't the Commoner end at 10, or was he 9? Is it?
I can't
is it-
remember.
yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah. But I want to see that dynamic though, right? Like
Yeah.
what does it mean for these heroes to actually have to or strive to be Hero X? I hope we get to that point. But
That's a good point. I'm sitting there counting the characters on the damn cover art, and unless this little dog thing is a character on his own, there's only 9 characters on the cover art. So I wonder if that leads up more to like 10, like it's 10 the top, and then like there's nobody like really at the top, so all these characters are going to be competing for X.
not sure.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a couple
All right.
of them. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you want to sit back a little bit, Dap? Moving forward though, this has been another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 27. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. We talked about My Hero Academia, To Be Hero X, and now we're about to get into Yaba. Yaba Samurai Legend Season 1, Episode 10, Onimaru's Devil Kings.
Next.
Bro, I just want to go to the next. I just want to go to the next topic already.
I don't blame
This
you
shit.
guys. Everything you guys have told me about it so far makes me not even want to go watch it. To be honest, it doesn't sound that great.
Yeah,
Which I mean, honestly, it has no reason not to be. Really doesn't.
yeah, it really doesn't, man. But this was another filler episode for me, man. And I was disappointed because I'm like, as soon as the episode come on, I'm like, oh shit, like they about to go invade, Orochimaru's fortress. I was like, damn, okay, it's time to get activated out here. And then they come swooshing in and shit, and he has like a trap, underground trap, and it just traps all the Yaba's team in there, and they got separated, and now they have to fight quote unquote Devil King. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. It went from
Yeah.
fucking goons in the beginning, then it went to like the 8 fucking what do you call them? The 8
I was trying to remember the whole time. Oh, how do we go from these 8 demon foot soldier things, and now we're at 4 demon kings? Like, man, what's next? 2 demon lords, and before we get to Omni-Lord, like, you gonna keep dividing?
yeah, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo? And then like, okay, they're demon kings, so like the character design for these demon kings are ass. I mean, I I I would have been okay if the demon kings were like significant and like they were actually like, well, like some top dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to get through us. Kind of like in Dama when they had the Dragon Ball keepers or whatever.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck did they call them? Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Tamagami.
Just something that, yeah, Tamagotchis. But if they just had something that made these characters just stand out, where they weren't they weren't going to be easily defeated, right? And
Yeah.
I just feel like they just got these characters in here, one episode, so one and done, and that's it. And then it's like, oh, okay, now we're back on track to go get Onimaru, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's classic ass shit, dude. I didn't like this episode at all. I was disappointed. The only part of the episode I liked was in the very beginning, and that was it. When they were coming to go get Onimaru, I was like, oh shit, it's happening.
You didn't like Kojiro betraying yeah, I can't do his name, Mushushi, what?
Yeah,
You didn't like his betrayal when he was teaming up with the monkey demon king?
bro, I don't know what's going on with that guy, but like he betrayed him, but he accidentally killed him. I mean, killed the enemy, killed the demon king. I'm like, what? All right.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie though. Like, that was like the only redeem. Like, I don't even know if redeeming is the right word, but that shit was funny. How you have 2 people attack at the same time, and somehow the other one ain't paying attention. You accidentally take him out in the middle of your betrayal. Now you got to pretend like you was on the other dude's side the whole time.
I was like, bro, this shit is ass, man. I don't know, man. That's those are my thoughts. Yaba's hey, look, if Yaba keeps going like this, man, and by next month get here, all these new animes coming out, I'm trash. I'm putting Yaba in the fucking trash, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's definitely close to chop block. You already, I mean, the viewers, I'm pretty sure all y'all already know how I feel about one and dones. I don't like one and dones. There shouldn't be a thing that exists unless it's like a complete, absolute power difference that is highly, noted. Like, nothing should ever be a one and done. But that's all this episode was.
You do, though, have to remember, again, this is a very old manga that they've just remade the anime for.
It doesn't matter.
That's what they did back then. One and done's all throughout.
That's true though, but like, even if that was the case in the manga, like this is 40 years later, damn near. Like, you can extend the battle and still have the same outcome at the end.
I mean, fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
I'm just trying. Like, I personally, everything you guys tell me about it, I don't really want to watch it. But like, I'm just trying to give them some, maybe a little
some credibility.
Yeah, there we go. Some credibility.
No.
But then again, also like, I think one of the things that made me kind of not really want to watch it anyways, where you guys said it was like Detective Conan is who made it. The Coden's gone on for like 4,000 episodes, and it's literally the same
Still
from
going.
episode 1 to episode 4,000. I was like, if it's the same guy, it's probably going to feel So
I mean, but like Detective Conan never really had. I mean, it has action, but definitely not like Diablo action. Like it's definitely got action in it, but it's just. I guess when I look at it, I really do sit back and kind of feel my childhood come back to me. Looking at like other stuff, like for whatever reason, the first thing that comes to my head is like Inuyasha, and when you watch that, you already know all of the moves that Inuyasha is gonna do every episode. I ain't
not,
reading
Yeah.
Soul
not until he gets his new one.
Stealer.
Not until he gets his new one.
Which one? The sword? I can't even remember what the sword slash is. When he got the fucking Iron Reaver Soul Stealer, and then the shit with his fucking blood or whatever. No, that's not even him. That's fucking Shishomaru, right?
He actually does have a blood attack. Yes, he does.
But yeah, like he has two moves. He uses them every fucking episode.
And then he has the sword, and then he has 3 moves. And then he learns a new
Okay, that's
move
what
with the sword, and that becomes 4 moves. And then he gets a new form with the sword to make it 5 moves.
But I never finished it.
But you
I
hate
do,
on
I do need to go
Inuyasha.
back
I
and
love
finish that.
Inuyasha.
Oh, I'm not hating on it. I still got to go back and finish it.
No,
From what I remember in my childhood, I liked it, but I remember hearing that a lot. It was almost like watching Bleach. Tin show, tin show, tin show, tin show. Like, oh, god damn, dude, you hitting that
Hey, man.
spin like crazy. But
Or like Rasengan. Like, so chill.
or Singon, or Chidori.
Yeah, it happens, man. But damn, dog, like y'all, but this ain't it, bro. This ain't it.
Yeah. Hey, at least he mixed it up this time when he was fighting. Because when he was fighting the Chameleon Demon King, I don't remember what he said his name was.
Oh
He
my
went from doing
god, bro. The
doing the
worst.
orbless zigzag sword strikes, and then he went straight to the Sentoken.
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to like pull it up because of course I didn't watch it, but this lizard demon king, did he have like a sailor hat and some?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know what his theme was.
I'm starting to get Jay's thing about character design. Like that's trash right there.
And he's supposed to be a demon king, bro.
Yeah,
Like, and that's like, these titles and their characters, it ain't adding up. It ain't adding up, bro. I'm like, come on, man. So yeah, bro. What you giving this, Dap?
Oh shit.
And it better not be a fucking 4, dog. I'll tell you that
Hey,
right now.
honestly, I want to say 4. If I say 4, hey, that means go get your lottery tickets now or whatever y'all use for gambling. Like this your lucky day right here, right now.
It is not a 4,
All
bro.
4s. 3 4s in a row.
This is the 4.
No, it's not. I wish I could say 4. This will honestly be like a 3.
This is a
I
2.
think I can
Man.
say 3.
This is a fucking 2. It is a
I'll
2,
say
bro.
a 3. Because like I like when it went to the hole, like I actually got hyped when they got separated. I was like, oh shit! Like we actually about to see all the characters, shine in their own light. Like this is gonna be dope. Which in a way we kind of did with I can't remember Old Man Mushi. Like he did his thing a little bit, and then he started getting fucked up. But then once the fucking monkey, once they defeated the monkey, and then he turned into his regular big monkey form, they couldn't handle him in, and then they had to fucking run away. Like, what the fuck? And then all they did was go through running through some walls, and all the chambers were just separated by some fucking walls, and they were able to get to everybody. Like, I was even expecting to see some action from the turtle demon dude that joined the team or joined the party.
Yes, man. Yes.
Like,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
bro.
This shit is a 2, man. They gotta step that shit up, bro. Yeah, but this ain't it, man. So bring some heat next episode. And honestly, yes, it was cool to see old man Mushi or whatever get off, but nobody's here to see him, man. Nobody's here to see him. All right.
So it's like his Master Roshi moment, man. Like he had to do something, and he kind of did, but it just didn't. It wasn't long enough for you to really appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, we seen him before. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we've seen enough of that. All right, like let's get to the goddamn meat and potatoes here. But all right. I mean, and also,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say also too, man. Like, I think that they could have Onomaru and Yaba. Like, they don't have. they don't just have to fight once, right? Like it could
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
it could be a moment of maybe he needs to retreat, or maybe you know what I'm saying, something happens and he Orochimaru was, you know, he's able to get away and shit. Like it doesn't just have to be like a, you know, one final battle type shit. And I feel like
Yeah.
they're trying to build it up to be that, and they're just doing a bad job of doing that. And these character designs, man, oh my fucking god! Like, don't tell me this dude is a demon king, bro, and he's a fucking chameleon. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. And then the way you defeat him, the way they
Yeah.
remind me again, bro. They had made like a fake was it food
Booby
or
trap.
they made a
I mean,
fake
the
fucking
food was real, but like the thing that they used to catch him was a fake. But I think it was a fake butterfly, and
yeah,
it's a chameleon. So he goes after the butterfly, and then that's how they catch him in this trap, which was just a blanket on some ropes that traps
good
Jabba and
fucking
the
night.
chameleon in there. So they're fighting in that.
I'm like, bro, this shit is a bucket of ass, bro. It's a bucket of ass. So I'm giving it a 2, man. That's that's my final stance on that, man.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chat,
All I'm
chat.
saying-
Hey, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
No. You go ahead, Dap. Go ahead.
Okay. So what's the first thing review? The first thing we review was My Hero Vigilantes. We gave that a 4, and we just
Yep.
did Superhero X. I gave that a 4. He did.
Yep.
I gave it 2. Jay Sama, wherever he's at, he gave it a 2. That's also 4. That's 3 4s back to back. It's lucky. Hey, if y'all about to play some lottery tickets or whatever, take your chance right now. You might be lucky.
All right.
Places
Appreciate-
and goes.
Yo, is that a Scion t-shirt you wearing?
Hey. That's even more luck. Go get the lottery tickets today, and remember, when you win, who got you that money? That
Zion.
not where's my anime? Just
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? I would have loved to see her actually win the lotto, man. Because you remember, I think it was 2 episodes back.
It was the
She
second.
tried to
yeah,
play.
those scratch offs. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't win shit. I would have loved to see her actually after she got her trust back up to actually win it. So, wait, I think that would have been cool. But yeah, we're good off Yaba. Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah, let's keep it pushing.
All right. So if anybody's out there who's just joining us, this is another episode of Where's My Anime. We're on episode 27 tonight. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. Drop some comments in the comment section, man. Let us know if you agreeing with us or you disagreeing with us. Let us know if you actually watch the animes that we're talking about, or if y'all have some animes that are just so fucking fire right now. Y'all want us to get up here and talk about it. Let us know in the comment section, please, if you will. So moving on. Oh, I already put it up here. Fire Force Season 3, Episode 11, The Great Kaiju Battlefront. Fire Force has been it has been a good light in as far as like where we're at with anime today. Like I feel like, you know, after coming off Solo Leveling, after coming off Dama, Dandan and Sakamoto days for that little break, I feel like Fire Force was like right there, like good timing, right? Like, you know, it can get a lot of attention drawn to it, especially for season 3, because I think season 3 is his best season so far in the whole series. But unfortunately, this episode just wasn't it for me. It just wasn't it, man. And I'm gonna start off by saying, first of all, like, Shin, what the fuck? Shin, what the hell was that, bro? Like, yo, I was pissed off about that. The second thing is the name of the episode is a little off-putting because I'm sorry, when's the last time did I see a big hunk of fucking metal in the ocean and call it a fucking kaiju? Right? Like that's not correct. And then the third thing is, I didn't like what they were doing out there, man. And this was like, and I don't know if this is the first time, but I feel like seeing Hajime out there, the guy with the ash, the
Mm.
guy
Yeah,
that got the ash fire
yeah.
technique or whatever. He was there with another representative that I don't think we've seen before. But you know, like that was a weird introduction and do this on this episode. So, I don't know, man. This ain't my favorite season 3 episode. We did see some cool shit in here, but it was just another thing of and then as far as the biggest, like as far as like the plot as a whole, um, this is exactly what was needed to happen in order for them to proceed. Like what the fuck bro? It's like something. Okay, so you know, something happens, and then an event happens, and it just so happens that in this event they need the fire force to fucking take it out, so they can go back and do some more bad shit to push the agenda of the cataclysm. Like that's like that's the shit. I'm like, yo, like normally it's like a cause and effect, right? Like, hey, I'm trying to take over the world. Well, when I do this and you stop me, that puts a little damper in my fucking
Dapper.
plans, right? And now it's like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to take over the world. I do this, good. Now I can move forward. So I don't know, man. It's a little cheesy, man. But
Yeah, I'll play.
go ahead, Dad.
It's-
I'm done. I'm done with my little rant, man. You can go ahead, Dad.
I will play
Oh,
on
Chris.
that point myself. That is one of the issues I've always had with like the white clad people
White
or
clad.
whatever their group is
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Everything is part of the plan. I hate
Yes.
any
Yeah.
story that does that.
Yeah.
Like with the whole kaiju guy coming out of the water or whatever, like a better way would have been like that was an accident or something. Like, yes, they got their pillar how they wanted to, but the kaiju thing that comes out could have been,
Yeah.
an accident or something. And the fire force people putting it down is just a good lucky thing that happened for them. But having it where the evil mastermind knows everything that is ever going to happen makes it where when they finally make a mistake, it's going to make it where it's like, really? That's the thing you couldn't anticipate?
Yeah, because they could have been like, oh shit, this kaiju came about, but when they came on scene, they could have been like, oh, Fire Force Team 2 is already here. Let's see how they handle this, right? Like they could have made it like that,
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, somebody else is here to clean up our mess type shit. But no, it's oh yeah, this happened. Now we can move forward in our plans.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's so fucking stupid.
that is definitely.
And this is not the first time they've done that, man. This shitty Eisen level of anything that goes is okay. We have it already
Right.
good to go is fucking tiresome as fuck. It makes no sense. This
Hey.
shit makes no sense, man.
It's definitely
Hey.
a trope that gets old very fast.
Yeah, hey, time out for a
Golly.
second. Time out
No,
for a
no,
second.
time out. We don't care.
Time
No,
out.
no,
Time
no.
out. Time out.
It's
Time out.
true.
I just
No,
want to
it's true.
understand. I just want to understand your reference right now. When you said this
no.
shitty, when you're saying shitty Eisen, are you saying that they're not executing, how Eisen is in control of everything, or are you saying that what Eisen does is shitty? I'm trying to understand your reference here.
They do the same thing. It didn't matter what happened. Eisen was all part of the plan. It's the same shit with the white plan.
No,
Shit happens,
no,
and they're like, it's all
no
part of the
fucking way.
plan. Like, man,
No
come
fucking
on,
way,
man.
bro.
Stop
No.
with this, man.
No
Stop.
fucking way, bro. This is
Stop with
this
this,
is totally
man.
different. This shit is totally different, man.
Yeah, it's worse. Now there's multiple people that's like, yeah, it's all part of the plan. There ain't no fucking way all of them knew that when that shit got destroyed, it was all part. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then maybe I'm missing out on that. But at what point did we hear that the pillar was keeping the volcano that was under the ocean from blowing up? Did they ever bring that up? Or that was just something that was like, yeah.
No, the raccoon brought that up.
He did. Oh, the fire mole brought that up? Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
I ain't recall that shit.
The raccoon. Yeah. He brought that up because that's why Shin got hit with the fucking blast from the fucking big
Yeah,
dude.
shitty dude. The dude that should have been the Juggernaut. But yeah, I hated that part. Didn't even make any sense. He took that shit at point blank. He took it at point blank range, and somehow he ended up all the way in front of the kaiju. And like, what the fuck? And then they had to go, and like, none of that shit made sense. Like, just,
Didn't Shinra do it on purpose too? Like he got hit
yes,
on purpose.
yes, that was his way of taking it out.
Stop it from like hitting the pillar, I think. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, why did you do that? Like, have we even shown anything that really breaks the pillars? Like, how did you know
Oh, yeah.
Juggernaut's attack was going to be able to be strong enough to do that? Like,
They had a whole bunch of, they had a whole armada shooting in the same direction. Even when they were shooting, I was like, man, I wonder if they're just gonna shoot the pillar and it falls on the kaiju and game over. Next episode, like that's what I was thinking was gonna happen.
But they was firing hella mortar rounds and shit at this dude, man, at the kaiju. I was like, yo, but Shin took this opportunity to be like, oh wait, like you could have. Bro, you could have like bumped into him so his trajectory went off. Like you could have done something else, or you could have just countered. You could have countered the blows that were going towards it, right? Like you're flying in the fucking air. You know what I'm saying? But to go as close as possible. What the hell, man?
Oh, man.
That's why that says that under my name, man. It was specifically for this episode because I seen that shit. And I just fucking put my head down, bro. I just put my head down. Like,
it doesn't get no better because that new dude that pops up as the white clad that was here for like the first fucking Great Cataclysm comes up and he does his fucking like topsy turvy fucking ability. Like I ain't gonna lie, I sat around trying to figure out why the fuck that made sense. I figured out what they were going for, but to me it still doesn't fucking make sense. So my perspective on what that ability is, you know, like when you going down the street and on a hot ass day and you can see like the reflection of something that's upside down in the heat. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a heat.
Yeah, like
you see the heat waves and you can see like an illusion type shit, but it's upside down. Usually it's upside down.
Yeah.
That's what his shit. That's what his shit was, at least in my perspective. But the way, because that's what he did when he activated his shit. Everybody flipped upside down. I think he said like floor to ceiling or some bullshit, and everybody started fucking falling because the sky became the floor became the sky, and that shit that happened.
They need to explain his shit expeditiously because I don't understand it. I don't know
how it is.
I don't know how it's connected with heat though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because you know, is the heat like? I feel like it would have made more sense if it was an illusion and not like an actual thing that happened within the world. I felt like it would have made more sense. But,
that's what I'm saying. Like they have to explain that, bro. Because even
right now, unfortunately, like reality is getting like weaker or whatever. So like their powers are going to get significantly more powerful. Everybody's are because of that.
Wait. Go back, Chris.
Where is this in the manga?
Crap, that's what I was about to say. Am I saying something?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you wilding out.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I might be
remembering
something wrong. I'm sorry.
The manga guy. This is name for a reason.
My bad.
And anybody who's watching, this your first time watching, we are a anime review show only. We don't read the manga, we don't read the drama, so you won't be getting a lot of spoilers from us, right? We try to keep it it shouldn't, right? But we try to keep it based off the anime and what's being presented. So just keep that in mind when we're talking, like, doing our speculation and shit. We're not basing our theories and stuff off the manga. I mean, two of us aren't.
Yeah.
I can't say anything. Of course, I've read that one, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, but then it's all good, man. So look, so the guy we talking about, man, he's like the I don't know, like the Cataclysm Great Executioner or some shit like that. They gave him like this long ass name. And basically he just showed up on site and he took Shin, which was I don't know, which is stupid anyway. But basically his power was like they were laying on the ground or some shit, and he was like, "Oh, it looks like you guys are." Did he say fallen, or did he say? How did he say that shit?
I felt like
I
he
don't
said
know.
something about the floor in the sky. I felt like he said something about that, and
Yeah,
then everything switched or something.
yeah. So he was like, "Y'all are falling," and then their reality changed where they was just falling in the sky. Yeah, bro.
The
It
sky
was some
became the
weird
ground.
shit. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. The sky became the ground, but it was no heat reference or anything. Like they gotta explain that shit very quickly.
I mean, honestly, I'm even more fucking confused because didn't they already establish that there was no fucking reason to have to go get any of the pillars because it's all going according to plan? Why is he going? Why is he getting Shinra now? What was the
I don't,
point?
I
I
don't
thought
know, dude.
everything was going according to plan.
They're back on that season 2 bullshit now. I don't know.
Uh, the only thing I
um,
look forward to next episode is seeing Show go save his brother and see what that fight was up like. Maybe we finally get
yeah,
the tag team fight between or Shinsho and this fucking guy.
that was the big thing for me, man. I was like, oh, the end of this episode, I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We about to see Show in some action, but I don't think he's gonna be OP like he was before, which is kind of a it's kind of a letdown, I think. But we'll see. Like
I can see
he better not be ass, bro. He better not come
oh,
out there like
it's,
bad.
it's gonna go just like this. He's gonna do a little flash step and he's gonna cut Shinra free, and then right in the middle of the fight, he's gonna hold his head. He's going, I have a headache. There's so many memories going on in my head, and then he's gonna get knocked out by the up and down dude, and then Shin's gonna be like, my brother, no, and then there's gonna be a fight between them two, and
So,
Show's
so
gonna
you
be out
think
of fight.
so you think Shin's gonna actually fucking wake up? Like that shit is so stupid, man. Like
More than likely, he got you. He's the main character. He's gonna wake up. He's gonna have some fucking. He's gonna have another Adola Link burst, whatever, with Show where he gets knocked out or something.
yeah.
Yeah, I
All
don't know
right.
what I'm looking forward to anymore, man.
Hey, so what
I don't know,
what
man.
do you huh?
I don't know what I'm looking forward to anymore.
Oh, well, so what are you rating this episode?
So I mean, it
Yes.
might as well go 4 for 4. But shit, I feel like this should be even lower than fucking 4.
This dude, man.
I'm gonna go 3, bro. I'm going 3.
Oh my god, it's
Fucking
so
wild, bro. You're
I'm
wild.
going 3.
goddamn
This wasn't
You're
my
wild.
week, bro. This wasn't my week. There
You're wild.
wasn't there wasn't much to get out of here, bro. Like, everything was part of the plan. That kaiju fight was like nonsense. Like, nah, bro, you can't sell me on that shit. And then at points where I was gonna get excited, like, oh shit, they getting for real. People dying. Nah, nobody dead. Everybody alright. Keep the story
You're
pushing.
wild, yo.
Bro, like,
I don't
nah,
think
man.
it's not a 4, man, but I'm gonna give it a 6, man. Like it was a little bit above mid for me. Because we did get to see the dude with the ash fire part, which I'm glad they
Yeah.
brought him back and shit. And then also too, his mysterious ass manager or supervisor or whatever. Like evidently he's strong, so that's cool. So
Nah,
it's
he's not strong.
essentially
He said he's regular. He said he's a regular dude.
nah, bro. Remember the guy with the ash power? He's like, with that guy out my way, that'll be another strong person I don't have to deal with. He said it. He said it, bro.
No, but when he was talking to the ass dude, he was like, "Hey, you don't want him to take me out because I'm another weakling."
Yeah, but he's lying, bro. That's what I'm saying. He's lying.
Oh
If you
no.
remember, if you remember, man, like his whole thing is like trying to control him, right? Like trying to get him to
Yeah.
do what he want him to do. So of course he's gonna say shit to try to manipulate him. But he said it out his own mouth, about him being strong. So I'm like, either way, bro, he's a mysterious character. So hopefully, we're able to see if he's strong or not. And then we got Shin and Show out there. So I'm interested to see the next episode, man. But this one was alright. It was mid, yo. Like it wasn't nothing special about it. I mean, I would have been happy if we got a little on camera author action that we didn't, but we didn't get to see anything about that. So,
I mean, so honestly, I'm surprised. The altered pillar or the fake pillar, he wasn't with the ass dude. When I saw him, I thought he was gonna be there too. You know what I'm talking about?
oh,
The
you talking
guy
about
that they finally met, the artificial pillar with the demon arm.
who the fuck are you talking about?
Remember when they went back to the lab and the guy that he was bullying, that they finally was able to
Oh
stay
yeah,
there and tell him?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
hoping he was gonna be there since he was there too, since he's supposed to be protecting him.
Nah, his ass
But
need to train and
yeah,
recover.
I guess.
which is crazy too, because he's supposed to be protecting him. Which is also crazy too. How did he even get that job with Hajima? I don't know, man. It's crazy. Um, but
It's all part of the plot.
moving on, moving on.
Oh, what'd you
Let's,
want to rate, Chris?
oh yeah, yeah. What do you want to rate it in the manga, Chris?
I mean, from what I've heard from
Oh
you
yeah.
guys, I probably like a 6 as well. That would be me, 6 or 5,
Thank,
something around there.
thank you, Fry. Thank you. Fucking 4, man. Like you be mad disrespectful with these 4s, man. I don't know what
No
is going on with you
He's
guys.
participation.
so rough. He's
No
so rude.
participation trophies. We're not doing that tonight.
And then suddenly gives 10s out like crazy.
Right. You know what I'm
What crazy tens did I give out? Yeah, are you still talking about Devil May Cry?
Probably.
saying?
Any and everything Devil May Cry did is better than all the shit that we talked about today.
I'm not going to argue that.
All right,
Exactly.
guys. Look, we moving on to Go Go Loser season 1, episode 21. Here comes Fighter D. Go Go Loser. Shout out Go Go Loser. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. This is Where's My Anime, episode 27. Thank you for everybody who's tuning in right now. Please drop a comment in the comment section if you agree or disagree with anything we saying tonight. So Go Go Loser. Hey man, I'm gonna just say this. I know this is still season 1, but I feel like this is the shit that I wanted to see way back in season 1. All right, and what I mean by that is, I don't think we talked about Go Go Loser for a couple weeks now, but
Yeah.
from like episode 19 to 21 or
19?
something like that.
Yeah.
The culmination of that in the interactions with the Ranger Keepers, I feel like I'm getting a lot more satisfied. And I honestly like episode 20 more than I like episode 21. Like shit is turning up, man. The landscape of the universe is changing as far as what the Rangers mean to the for public safety and what they mean to people who they're quote unquote trying to protect. The Red Ranger got fucking exposed on live fucking television. Bro,
Wow.
that shit was
That
fucking crazy,
shit
bro.
was wild.
The shit with. I mean, I still have a problem with Fighter D just being so fucking weak, but that's another. That's a whole new fucking discussion, man. And then also too, bro, with the Yellow Ranger, like I forgot what rank she is, like second rank or third rank or something like that. Maybe she's first rank. The Yellow Ranger,
Some of the ones teaming up with D.
yeah, the one that's teaming up with D. We got to see her get her ass whooped. You know what I'm saying, by the Green Keeper. I was like, yo, this shit is wild.
What? So you about the Green Keeper?
Yeah, bruh. So her and Fighter D went to the green. They was telling him, right. So they had, because the Greenkeeper, he's like an informant, like during the day, which is another wild point in this whole series. Like you're actually a ranger, but during the day when you're not suited up, you're an informant, right? And then you got these other informants. I mean, I guess that's not wild. I guess it's more like gathering intelligence, but yeah. So they were telling him, right? Her and Fighter D was, so they was like, they showed them like at the movies, at different places that the Greenkeeper would go to, what is it? To talk to his other informants and get information. And so they followed him.
You talking when he went to his house?
Yeah, they followed him to the house and shit.
That's way back.
And yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But we didn't talk about it. But I like that whole interaction, bro. Like, what I'm saying? The Green River was like, "Oh, I'm glad you paused that. Now here, handle this gut punch." And it's also interesting too, man, because I feel like the Greenkeeper is actually like one of the. I think he's like one of the better Rangers. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, and I say that because he didn't kill her, right? Like he, like you know what I'm saying. He just aired her ass out. He know who she is, right?
Yeah.
And also he knows who Fighter D is, and didn't fucking air him out. Kind of belittle him too. So I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I like the green. I like the greenkeeper, dog. And he's the only one with his mask on that got like the fucking got the fucking teeth on the front. Like that shit goes
What's your
hard, bro.
fire?
That shit goes hard, bro. So, but go ahead, man.
Oh no, no. I
Go
was just gonna
ahead.
say, like, honestly, it seems like more people honestly know about Old Girl and Fighter D, because especially like when she went to go confront the Yellow Ranger and the second senior Ranger when they were in
Yeah, in
like
the
the
lab.
little lab scene. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause they basically already knew what she was about because they were trying to see like how much she knew and see if they could like divert her off with some other information. But shit, they already knew what all she was about, and they just let her go.
Yeah, but that's kind of interesting, right? Because I don't think. I mean, yes. Do they know her goal of getting all the artifacts? The Yellow Keeper did know
Yes,
that,
yes,
but I
which is
don't think
crazy.
that I don't think they know that she's willing to die for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like like yeah, like it seems like he knew, like, okay, like that's one of her goals she want to eventually do, but she's actually gonna not go out here and team up with a monster and do infiltration and team up on the what did they call themselves, the monsters protection, or what is that,
Oh, the
what is that group
Monster
called?
Protection Society?
Yeah, like I don't think that they know that she, like, going in with that shit. So it's
I don't
very
think she
interesting,
is
man.
though. No, there's no way she is, bro.
No. But what I'm saying is that, like, she will even use that as
Hmm.
a cover for what she's actually trying to do, type shit. You get what I'm saying? Not that
Yeah,
she's in that organization, but she'll use it as a cover to fucking get the artifacts that she wants. So yeah, man, listen, dude. I have talked shit about Go Go Loser in the past. I've talked shit about how the pacing is so slow. Um I'm I am I am thoroughly enjoying Go Go Loser at this point.
and the story flipped like a motherfucker. Story flipped like a motherfucker,
It
bro.
did, man. It did. It did. And I think
I
they're
wouldn't
doing a
have.
good job at it.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't have thought that by this. Well, I think it was last episode. 'Cause I actually watched, I think 19 to 21 today, so I might mix some of it
Yeah.
up. But, like, to sit there and introduce and be like, yeah, the Ranger Keepers are the one that's created monsters, and they're the ones that basically have the whole thing set up to where they created monsters. So now they got a product, they got a franchise, they got their image set up, but it's not by. It's all by design. None of it's because an event actually happened and they're reacting to that event. This is all basically choreographed. This is all planned and stuff. Like that shit's crazy, bro. That shit is wild.
But it kind of makes sense now too, man, because you remember when the Red Ranger was like during an interview, or no, he was at a school or something like that, and they were getting reports like it was a kaiju like at the zoo, and it was other shit going on. He ain't give a fuck about it. Like he was like, oh, okay, yeah,
I
all
mean, he
right.
was trying to get his views though. He likes the public
I
guy. Like
know,
whenever he,
yeah,
I
but
mean,
like
true. I guess you put it like that. Yeah,
but it was never like a call of duty moment, right? Like it was just like, oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah, cool. What's on my next schedule? Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not out here actually fighting monsters like I'm supposed to because we're fucking fabricating all this shit anyway. So
Yeah, yeah. Which oh man, which sucked, man. Because I so thought one of those episodes we was gonna get the Megazords, bro. I so thought we was gonna get that shit, man.
yeah, we ain't
It's
getting
in
that
the
shit,
intro,
bro.
so I'm just waiting on it, man. Hopefully they give it to us before this season. And I think we only got like 3 episodes left. At least
Hey,
personally, I feel like it's going to be left.
let me ask you this though, man, because I think I missed this somewhere. Is the Red Ranger the same Red Ranger? Did Fighter D actually kill the Red Ranger?
No, I think what they meant was just like how they all get replaced and shit, like how the retired Blue Ranger ended up coming back. I think they meant like that. Whoever the old Red Ranger was, he's not the Red Ranger anymore, or the one that started it up, and this is the guy who came after them. Just I think that's what he meant. Because at first I thought it was a totally different
Yeah.
person because he had like a little piece of paper on his face with an X. Like I'm thinking it's like somebody they just used as a placeholder for Red Ranger, And then, once he took it off, it was gonna be somebody totally different. But it was still him. So now I'm even curious on why he even had that fucking piece of paper to cover up his face part or his mouth part of his mask.
So who was the Red Ranger that Farter D killed then?
He never killed, bro. He never killed a cold. Wait.
Motherfucker. Yeah. He killed his ass. He killed his ass at the zoo.
Damn, that did happen.
Yeah.
Is he cloned? Maybe he's a monster. Maybe he's a clone or a monster.
I don't know, but we also got to see we also got to see the yellow, like the yellow second rank ranger that's teaming up with D. We also got to see that she's actually cloned as well.
Yeah, that's what I was picking up. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this shit, man?
Yeah.
Which makes sense on like how they our character design makes even more sense looking at all them shit. Cause like she's like the only one with, like stone cold ass eyes. Like she ain't got no fucking pupils. Like her eyes just like stay dilated all the fucking time type shit. Like it's
Which is
okay.
which is also crazy too, because if you remember when she was fighting on the Green Keeper, she was like getting like a flash of somebody telling her to stay back, and I wonder if like maybe one of her past clones like is able to send information back to her. You don't remember that? Like right when they was about to fight, I just watched this shit today. That's why it's fresh in my brain. But right when they was about to fight, like she had got like it wasn't like a memory, but it was like something telling her to stay back away from the Green Keeper.
Nah, I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
it might be part of that. That was it. I can't remember if they called it Dragon God. Maybe it was part of her tapping into that shit. Because I want to say like
Um,
all of those clones are like tied in with the Dragon God.
I don't know, bro, but the shit is crazy,
It's a
dog.
lot.
Hey, Fry,
Chris,
man, like
hurry up.
it. Hey, if you get a chance, bro, like, it's some rough episodes in there. Don't get me wrong. It's some rough episodes in there, but to get to the point where it's at now, it's all worth it, man. It's worth it. It's worth it, dude.
Well, thankfully, I had forgotten that Hulu had animes. So Dab was like, "It's on Hulu. Go watch it." So it's on the list. I'll definitely get to it.
Yeah, yeah, that's
What was I
cool.
about to say? I'm also curious because when the Red Ranger or Red Keeper or Yellow Keeper, sorry, when the Yellow Keeper was talking to the Fighter D, he was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna tell you everything you want to know about the divine artifacts. Shit, I'll even give you mine." Like, why didn't he offer that to old girl too? If he was just gonna give it away like that, because he didn't want to be the Yellow Keeper or whatever his end goal is.
Nah, I mean he made it seem like yo, he was like, I don't like toting my artifact around, but I didn't never say I wanted to give away, me being the keeper. And I'm like, oh shit, like, all right, cool.
True,
So I
yeah,
don't
because
know,
that's the
man.
Keeper without it. So, man,
I don't
there's
know,
so many
dude.
elements, bro. So many elements right now. I'm so glad that this was my highlight of this week.
Yeah, man. Shout out Go Go Loser, man. Definitely surprised me. I didn't think that shit was well. I had watched episode 20 last week, and I was telling you, man. I was like, bro, that's why I didn't want to tell you anything, dog. I did not want to tell you anything because this shit is turning
That
the
was a big
fuck
spoiler.
up. It is turning the fuck up. And then the best part about this shit, bro, was the Red Keeper, dog. Because Fry, you just don't understand, man. Like the Red Keeper has been like the most savage ranger, dog. Like
Mm.
they have like their little team meetings and shit, right? And did one guy like trip and like spilled ketchup and mustard on him or some
Yeah,
shit,
he spilled something on
bro?
him. But yeah, he spilled some
Red
food on him.
Red Keeper fucking ended him like that, Chris. Like right there in front of all the Rangers, bro. Like the Red Ranger
I'm
has been
pretty
a
sure.
fucking menace,
I think he like punched a hole through his chest and he laid on the ground. He got up and started stomping his head in just
bro.
to
It
finish
sounds like
his ass off. Like it's crazy. Like bro, like imagine old like at least right now. Damn, I can't even say that because that'd be a spoiler. But you already made it this
What?
far, so man, you got to take it. But imagine like OG Power Rangers, like the shit that we used to watch over here. Like imagine like how they fought the putties and all that shit. and you got people posting on this shit. Imagine all that shit being choreographed by the Power Rangers. Like none of this shit was like legit. Like the villains trying to do something. Like all this was planned and created by the Power Rangers, and they're doing their best to make sure that everybody on Earth is like, "Yay, go Power Rangers! Fuck those monsters!" To bring in money and all this shit in, and then it just all goes to shit. By the like, man, this golly,
yeah,
bro.
it gives it to the public for who they really are. It's kind of like have you ever watched The Boys, Chris?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
The whole Red Ranger thing, I was like, that sounds like some boy shit.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
now, mind you, this ain't The Boys. I would say it's probably like 2 levels underneath The Boys, right? Like everybody isn't like everybody's not a Homelander. However,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know,
that's true
bro.
too. But I don't think. I mean, bro, Homelander has done some crazy shit in The Boys out. But what I'm saying is, it's not like on that kind of. I don't think it's kind of like on that level as The Boys, as far as the graphicness and like how much of a turd bag fucking Homelander can be. Like it's not to that level yet. You know what I mean? But the Rangers, they're not good guys. But yeah, man. But hey, Dad, who's your favorite Ranger right now? Because mine is the Green Ranger, bro. I don't know.
I mean, so far he's the one with the most background. I think he's well, no, he's the second one. It probably would have been the Blue Ranger at first, like the original Blue Ranger that we got to know.
Yeah,
But so far, you kind of get to know the Green Ranger a lot more. So I do like he's even more important to the story right now. So
yeah,
yeah, Green Ranger will be for me, and then probably Blue Ranger next, the OG Blue Ranger.
yeah.
So, yeah, Pink Ranger not bad either though. Pink Ranger going into, I definitely want to see how her like when they show like her dark side. If they ever show her dark side, that shit is gonna be a brain blast like a motherfucker. Like I can only
Which one?
imagine
The pink.
Pink Ranger. Yeah,
Yeah.
that like
Oh,
she's the only one left.
yeah. Oh man, I missed parts of the episode 21. But anyway, what are you giving this episode, man?
I'm gonna do 15, and then I'll do minus. I'll do minus 7.
So 4.
What the fuck are we talking about, man? Like, come
I
on,
give it
man.
8, man. I'm sorry,
You give it
I
an
didn't know. I didn't know y'all didn't pass this rate, man. 8, man. I'll give it 8.
All right, I'll give it I'll give it an 8 too. That's fair. That's fair.
It's good.
Good shit coming from Gogo, man. Like good shit. The last 3 episodes have been pretty fucking good, man. And see, that's the thing. Like, I'm glad they got out of that fucking schoolhouse, bro. Like, this is the shit I wanted to see, man. This is the shit I wanted to see, bro.
I'm glad you said. Like, I actually didn't talk about what I didn't like. Like, I will say I don't like how they do the pacing like during the fights. Like I feel like during the fights, like people are scattered all over the place. Like you can never tell exactly where they were to even get where they were at. Like 1 minute they're like outside the platform, next minute they're like inside of a castle. You're like, wait, what? Where? Let me see the fucking layout so I can know exactly when the motherfucker walked up a door or walked into a door to get into the location. Like I feel like they did a lot of placial jumping that could really confuse you if you're paying attention to the background right there.
You didn't like the transition? You didn't like the transitions?
I wouldn't even call them transitions because it's damn near like you took 2 steps and then like they were just in a snowy tundra, now they're in the fucking desert. Like that's greatly exaggerated. That didn't happen, but that's what it feels like. Damn near. Like it's pretty drastic. People in the comments know something. The viewers know something. I ain't crazy over here.
Cat, y'all know what that talking about? Probably not.
Chat, hold me down. I appreciate you. Oh, also kind of random. Even though we might be a little hour late, we central time. But either way, happy Father's Day. Let's to all the fathers out there.
Oh yeah. Shout out all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day for sure. Shout out all the dads out there too.
Wait, what?
I know, man. When I said it, I just started smiling because I thought somebody else was gonna say something. But no, no, man. What I meant to say was
Happy Daddy Day.
Well, what I meant. Bruh, what I.
Oh
Damn, man.
shit!
Look, what I meant to say
Uh,
was, man. What I meant to say was, we're just gonna leave it as Happy Father's Day. we're just
oh
gonna leave.
shit!
We're just gonna leave it as that, man. We're gonna leave it as that. Happy Father's Day.
So about Attack on Titan.
Yeah, about Attack on Titan, man. Look,
Oh,
here's why. Here's why this ending of this anime that's a pretty good anime. Other than a couple of seasons I didn't like. Attack on Titan, man, decided to end with the main character causing the fucking rumbling, killing off 80% of the population. And then when somebody asked the main character, so why did you do it? And his answer is, I don't fucking know. I guess I'm just stupid. That right there solidified that this is the fucking worst ending I've ever seen in the anime in my book. Like, absolute no resolve, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I can't handle it. I can't handle that. To do something this destructive and then just be like, I don't know. Guess I'm just a fucking idiot. Like, come on, man. It's no comeback from that.
I
I mean,
don't remember him saying something like, I'm just an idiot. The reason I like it is because Aaron got what he wanted. Titans are gone. He won.
I mean,
Are
nah,
they?
I wouldn't say that. Nah,
Yes,
I
they are.
wouldn't
Yes,
say
they
that.
are. Titans are
Did
gone.
did you see the credits? Did you see the end credit?
I never watched the anime. I read the manga.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
well,
in the anime, at the end credits, so you see once Aaron's killed, they start to show like a little quick time lapse of the world how it goes. Now I don't remember exactly how far it goes, but it ends with what's her name again? Miska. I said it right.
who are you talking
What's
about?
her girl? Oh girl, his sister, his adopted sister.
Oh,
Mikasa?
yeah.
Mikasa, yeah. Like it shows like Mikasa going back to his grave site over the time lapse, and eventually, I can't remember how the tree comes into place, but it's literally set up just like how the story started for how Ymir became the subject of Ymir, how she got introduced to whatever the creature was that turned her into a titan. It shows what looks like Mikasa's kid going to this tree or grandkid going to this tree and it's got a big ass hole, just like how Ymir climbed in there, and
Mhm.
that's how it ends. Like you still see like war and shit, all shit going on, but the way it ends, it shows that even after decades have passed, it looks like history is going to repeat itself because one of Mikasa's descendants is going into the same spot where Aaron was, the same way how Ymir got the subject of, or became the subject of Ymir.
Yeah, but doesn't didn't Aaron have that had that baby with damn, what was that princess name? Like doesn't it
Historia. Historia.
like yeah, like didn't that count as far as extending the bloodline?
Maybe it was their king. I,
But
I don't
the thing is
I
the
don't remember
source
about
of the Titan's power, which is supposed to be the weird creature connected to Ymir,
that. Mhm.
that gets destroyed.
Yeah, that's why I'm
That,
thinking
and that's what I'm
when
saying. It's the source of the
Ymir.
Titan's power is supposed to be completely gone. Like
That's what I'm.
like, and don't get me wrong, what you're saying does happen. The whole like kid or whatever thing, that's in the manga
Yeah.
as well. But
Okay.
as far as I know, story wise, it's supposed to the powers are supposed to be gone. Like they're dead.
That's why. That's
And,
why.
and
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's
there's
why I
a
like
repeating
it.
history because
No,
then it turns into
I think
because then it turns from it started off with the subject of Ymir, and now it's gonna be the subject of Aaron because he was the last one with the Titan shit, and whoever this kid is that goes into the tree to encounter this, he'll become the subject of Aaron. and then it
But that's what I'm
continues just like how it
saying,
was with
is
Ymir.
that it's like that. It's the mysterious creature that gives the power. That's what
Yeah.
gets destroyed. Once that's gone, the source of all Titans are gone.
But do you ever really destroy energy?
I mean, it never really explains how it works.
Exactly. This is why the
What
ending
I
is
like
ass.
about it is that Eren got what he wanted. He did
I don't think he did,
exactly
man.
what he got, or exactly what he wanted, which was that the Titans were gone.
It-
That
I
it-
don't think
that
so. I don't think he was able to see that far because he wasn't able to tap in. 'Cause I don't think he was able to tap that far into the future. I don't think he was able to see that far. So I think just from what he was able to perceive with his fucking future shit or past shit, whatever they call that shit,
Mhm.
like that's just from what he was able to tell. Like he thinks everything is gonna be good.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's supposed to be this dude was so desperate to get his thing that he does horrible shit. Which don't get me wrong, yes, horrible, and it was. I mean, don't get me wrong, it kind of felt like
It-
out of left field when I was
Bro,
reading.
killed kids and babies.
But
out of
like,
80% of the population, bro.
yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, Aaron got exactly what he wanted, which was that the Titans are dead. They're gone.
Presumably.
Well, again, like as the reader or as the watcher, I mean, you get to choose.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the guy decides, hey, we're going to do Attack on Titan 2.
Right.
There weren't
And
no
now
Titans in Moonrise?
And they'll just make Attack on Titans ending even more stupid. You know what I'm saying? If they did come out with another one, and there were actually Titans in there from.
Yeah, like if
you
there
know-
is a sequel, as in like a Titans come back or something, I will completely change my mind and be like, the ending is dog shit. Because it's like
What?
Aaron did
Why?
everything that he did and
Yeah.
still failed. Nah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
And
You
then
can
he said he
fail.
was an idiot. Then he said he was an idiot for doing it.
Yeah,
It was just
Because
stupid, man.
he wasn't for sure that what he was doing. He knew as much as he would know that it would correct what he was trying to do, but he couldn't see further than that. But he knew the possibility was probably higher to do what he was going to do to free his people and his friends than it was not to do.
I have no idea what the hell Dab just said, but just nonsense coming out of your mouth.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
You miss more of the shots you don't take than if you take them. Is basically what I'm saying.
And then destroy 80% of the population. Like that shit was just stupid, man. I don't know.
I call
I
that a
didn't like
switch.
it. Man, like if he would have said, if he just would have like had more resolve, man, I think I would have been okay with it. But like for me, that was like a big moment when I was watching it. I'm like, oh shit, like we about to get like, Aaron's about to lay it out. Like, hey man, like I looked in the future and I saw that this is the only path I could possibly take. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sad that people had to die in order to get there, but this was it. Kind of like the whole Doctor Strange, like you only got one shot, Tony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it still fucked up shit.
You're right, but for Aaron, just be like, man, I don't know, I'm an idiot. I was like, yo, the fuck out of here.
Again, that must.
I mean, you gotta think like he knows he's about to kill all these people. Like, if you never had that in your fucking intent and you know this shit's wrong, of course you're gonna feel some kind of doubt to do it. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to fucking kill fucking babies and kids. He just knows that if this shit happens, it's gonna get him the goal of where he's trying to go. It doesn't mean he absolutely wants to fucking do it.
Bro, Aaron had started wilding out before the actual ending anyway. Like, he was already wilding out, like not giving a fuck people dying and shit. But what I'm saying is that for me, like I said, this is just as the viewer, man. I was watching that because he was talking to who was his best friend? The guy with the blonde hair.
You talking about when old girl died?
No. Like
you talking about Armin, but
Armin, yeah, he was talking to Armin. He was talking to Armin because Armin had asked him like, why did he do what he did, right? And and I just felt like that was a moment where we could have got more relatability to why Aaron chose to to go down the path he did, and that kind of just killed it for me.
He just wanted to kill the Titans. We knew that from day one.
Well, shit, he should have told his best friend that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, I don't know, I'm just a fucking idiot.
Well, he can't have his friends interfering before he get his
more
started.
about like
No, that was after. It was after because this is when this is why him and Armin was like fighting in the water or some shit. The shit already happened. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Attack on Titan, man. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, it's a good anime, but if you worried about looking at the end, whatever, man.
It was rushed. I give you that.
You might feel some type of way about it. And then they gave it to the way they rolled it out, bro. It was a 2-part fucking movie.
Yeah.
But like, oh my god, I can't stand that shit. Yeah, listen to the manga guy. Yeah, so how they decided to release the fucking ending for Attack on Titan, man? It came out in a 2-part movie, and they didn't even give us a warning about that. So, like, they gave us the movie. It was like, you know, this is it, right? Like, this is the movie finale, whatever, right?
mm-hmm.
No, they didn't even give us part 1. They didn't say this was part 1. I watched it, and then when it went off, it was like part 2 coming later. I was like, what the fuck?
That's kind of
Oh,
yeah.
the audience.
I hate it. It wasn't that one the one where it ended with like old dudes started sprouting wings out of nowhere.
Yeah, they were on Aaron's. I think they was on Aaron's back, right? Like they was still
Aaron, the Beast Titan. No, because they had to get there. So it's the Beast Titan. All of a sudden, I think he's like falling out of the sky or some crazy shit and just started sprouting wings. Well, I think he sprouted wings, but I don't think they showed it on film. And then they ended it right there. They
were still on Aaron's back, but yes, that did happen though. That did happen with the that one fucking Titan that has sprouted, Beast Titan that sprouted wings and shit. That shit did happen, but yeah, they was
the Jaw Titan. Sorry.
Yeah. They was still on his back, dog. Because I think the last thing we saw was
Levi.
Beast Titan, huh?
Levi.
Yeah, Levi. I was like, man, this shit is some crap, yo. Yeah, so that whole little rollout was bullshit. Kind of similar to Demon Slayer rollout, man, which I'm kind of upset about. Which the Demon Slayer movie is supposed to be released over here in the U.S. in September. But any closing comments, fellas?
Let's hope for next week to be better, man. Exactly.
Oh, what was that, Prog?
I said hopefully next week we got better episodes.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I know Kaiju number
opinions.
Yeah. I know Kaiju number 8 is dropping next month. I know Dan is dropping next month. And I also confirmed My Hero is not coming out till October. So yeah, man. New anime on the way.
You said we're warming up for My Hero and just dropping Vigilantes already? Wow, that's crazy.
Without further ado, man, this has been another great episode of Where's My Anime, episode 27. Dab, Fry, if y'all got any last closing remarks y'all want to say to the fans before we get out of here?
Hopefully next week will be better. Let us know in the comments what y'all think about this episode. The shows that we covered today. Y'all got any recommendations on anything we should put in some of these open slots or take off something to fill in that open spot? Other than that, again, happy Father's Day to those that it applies to. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
You guys are silly.
Yeah.
All
right, we good, man. Thanks for everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you everybody who actually commented tonight. We appreciate it every single time, guys. And again, have a good one.
Peace out.
Happy Daddy Day.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching another episode of Where's My Anime.
Great appreciation to those who liked, subscribed, and viewed today's episode.
If you agree with what I said today or disagree with what Dab had to say, please drop it in the comment section. We will reply. And as always, I'm your boy Jay Sama.
And I'm Dab. We'll catch you on the next season, the next episode of Where's My Anime.
You heard?